Kinematic equations for uniformly accelerated motion. In this class, let us understand the kinematic equations for uniformly accelerated motion from velocity time graph. So that is kinematic equations for uniformly accelerated motion from velocity time graph. So here what you have to observe is, so here it is written as uniformly accelerated. So when will the object show uniform acceleration? So whenever the change in velocity is constant, then the acceleration will be uniform. Now consider a body starting with, so consider starting with initial velocity u and moving with a uniform acceleration. So in this derivation we are using the uniform acceleration. So for time interval t, along a straight line. So if this is the motion of a body in a straight line, then final velocity of the body will be what? It will be v. The final velocity of the body be v. So now the displacement of the body be as s. So the final velocity is v, displacement during this time interval be s. So for this, let us try to put the velocity time graph for the motion of the body. So this is the velocity time graph. So this denotes x-axis, this is y-axis, and in y-axis we have velocity, in x-axis we have time, which is varying. So now what they have mentioned is, consider a body starting with initial velocity u. So here the initial velocity is not 0, so initial velocity is u. So let's suppose if this point from 0 to here makes the velocity u, then the body has started with the moving uniform acceleration for time interval t along a straight line. So this body will move in a uniform acceleration till where? Till the time reaches t. So this is t. Now, so the velocity after u, or the final velocity, is what? It is v. So u here denotes the initial velocity, v here denotes the final velocity. Now let us draw the straight line from u to the time line. So let us name this point as C, B, and here A. So here ABC forms a triangle, and this point, let this be D and this be O. ACDO forms the rectangle. Is this clear? So now from the graph, if you write the value of OA will be what? It is U, and BD will give you what? V, velocity, and BC will be how much? BD minus CD. So CD is what? CD is U, BD is V. So BC is V minus U. And the next is OD. OD is equals to AC will give you the time T. So from this graph, let us obtain the equation of motion or equations of motion. There are basically three important equations of motion. Let us try to solve them one by one. So the first equation is V is equals to ut plus V is equals to U plus AT. So this is the first equation that you have to derive from the graph given above. So the acceleration of the body is equals to what? It will be always equals to the slope of the line or straight line in the velocity time graph. So here the slope of the line AB will give you the acceleration of the body. So now from triangle ABC, acceleration A will be given as what? Slope is BC by AC. So what is BC? BC is U minus V minus U by AC. So we have written here AC is T. So acceleration multiplied by T will give you V minus U. If you write this equation in terms of V, it will be U plus AT. So this is the first equation that you got from the uniformly accelerated body. So this is the first kinematic equation. Now let us derive the second equation. So the second equation is S is equals to UT plus half AT square. So here S denotes the displacement and U is initial velocity, T is time, A is acceleration and T is again time. So in the above equation, here V is final velocity, U is initial velocity, A is acceleration of the body and T is the time. So now the displacement S of the body in time interval T will be equal to the area OABD under the line AB. So in a velocity time graph, if you want to measure the displacement of the body, then you have to take the area under the curve. So here there is a straight line AB. If you take the area under this straight line, then that would give you the displacement. So if you take the slope of the curve, then you will get the acceleration, and area under the VT graph will give you displacement. The slope of the curve in VT graph will give you acceleration. So now let us write the displacement of the body in a time interval t is equal to the area OABD under the line AB. So now area of OABD has got two things. So the first is rectangle and the second is triangle. So here if you see, OACD forms the rectangle and ABC forms the triangle. So if you want the area under this line, then you have to consider the area of both the triangle and the rectangle. Let us write that here. So area under the line AB is what? OABD will be equal to area of rectangle multiplied by area of triangle. So rectangle is what? OACD and area of triangle is ABC. So now if you write this displacement is equals to, so area under the line will give you the displacement. So area of rectangle will be what? OA multiplied by OD plus area of triangle is half base into height, so half. So base will be what? BC multiplied by AC. How? So the rectangle will be length into breadth. So OA multiplied by OD will give you the area of rectangle. Then if you want to measure the area of the triangle, then you have to take the half base into height equation. So half, so BC multiplied by AC. So this will give the area of triangle. Now let us write this in equation form. So OA will give you U multiplied by OD is what? It is T plus half. BC is V minus U multiplied by AC is T. So S is UT plus half V minus UT. Let this be equation 1. So now from triangle ABC, acceleration will be written as what? Acceleration A will be equals to the slope of the line AB, that is BC by AC. So BC is again V minus U by T. So here V minus U is equals to AT. Substitute this in equation 1. So what was our equation 1? S is equals to UT plus half V minus U multiplied by T. So here V minus U is equals to AT. So substitute that. S is equals to UT plus half AT multiplied by T. So that would give you S is equals to UT plus half AT square. So this is the second equation of the uniformly accelerated body. S is equals to UT plus half AT square. So the third equation is V square is equals to U square plus 2AS. So S here denotes the displacement of the body, A is acceleration, U is initial velocity, V is final velocity. So the displacement S of the body in a time t will be equals to the area OABD under the line AB. The displacement S of the body in a time t is equal to the area OABD under the line AB. So area OABD will be equals to what? Area of rectangle OACD plus area of triangle ABC. This we understood in the last equation. Now S, area under the line, will give you displacement. S is equals to OA multiplied by OD plus half BC multiplied by AC. So this will give you what? Directly UT plus half V minus UT. This we saw in the last equation itself. So here is the equation. S is equals to UT half V minus UT. So now let us write, or let us multiply both sides S for this equation by 2. So multiply this equation S with 2. So what will happen? 2S is equals to 2 UT plus 2 by 2 V minus UT. So 2 will get cancelled. What remains is 2S is equals to 2 UT plus V minus UT. If you rewrite this equation, 2S is equals to 2 UT plus Vt minus UT. So 2 UT minus UT will give you only UT. So UT plus Vt. So this can be written as 2Q plus V multiplied by T. So if you take T to this side, it will give Ts by T is equals to U plus V. Let us call this equation as equation 1. Now from the triangle ABC, from triangle ABC, A will be what? Against the slope of the line BC by AC, which is V minus U by T. Or AT will be equals to V minus U. So this is the equation number 2. Multiply equation 1 with equation 2. Multiply equation 1 with equation 2. What will happen? 2S by T will get multiplied with AT, and U plus V will get multiplied with V minus U. So this is the equation. Now here T will get cancelled. If you multiply these two brackets, so 2S A will be equals to what? UV plus V square minus U square minus VU. So minus VU plus VU will get cancelled. So 2AS is equals to V square minus U square. So if you write this equation in terms of V, so V square will be what? U square plus 2AS. So now you understood the third kinematic equation. So this is the third equation. So overall we saw three important equations of uniformly accelerated motion. So what are they? The first one was v is equals to u plus at. The second one was s is equals to ut plus half at square, and the third was for v square is equals to u square plus 2as. So these three equations was for uniformly accelerated motion. So these are the three equations that are possible for the uniformly accelerated motion of a body, which we have derived from the velocity time graph. So these three equations are the kinematic equations of rectilinear motion for constant acceleration. Kinematic equations of rectilinear motion for constant acceleration. So here you took the initial position, that is x is equals to 0 at time t is equals to 0. Now let us see what will happen if at time t is equals to 0 x is not equals to 0. Let's suppose if x is equals to some value like x naught, then what will happen to all three equations that we have derived so far? So let us see that. So the last was something when time t is equals to 0, the x was 0. So now the time is at time t is equals to 0, x is not equals to 0 but x is equals to x naught. Now what will happen to the equation? The first equation was v is equals to u plus at. So there will be no change in this equation. Second equation was s is equals to ut plus half at square. So now if you write this in terms of x, or s is equals to ut plus half at square. So here if you write the displacement as x minus x naught, then x will be equals to x naught plus ut plus half at square. And the third equation was what? It was v square is equals to u square plus 2as. So here v square is equals to u square plus 2as will be what? X minus x naught. So these are the three possible equations when x is not equals to 0 but it is equals to x naught at time t is equals to 0. So you need to remember these three equations plus the three equations that have derived earlier. So these are the kinematic equations for the body which is uniformly accelerated.